Doctors say that it's going to affect a minimal amount of kids. But for me, one kid is one kid too much.
Montreal parents and doctors warn of rare illness in children after COVID infections.
At the end of it all, I mean, I think this thing could have been probably nipped in the bud at the conversation phase.
An investigation is being launched by the City of Montreal after a violent altercation between public transit officers, police, and a black woman at the Jean Talon Metro is viewed over 40,000 times on social media.
I think it highlights the need to for officers to be sensitive to people with potentially in crisis mode or mental issues or people in vulnerable state.
In the video taken and shared on April 17th, a woman is shown screaming loudly, while at least 2 STM officers are seen pinning her down and striking her repeatedly. The woman was physically restrained after not paying the $3.50 fare and refusing to identify herself, according to Montreal's transit agency.
$3.50 fare versus the whole intervention that ensued, which not only potentially threaten the life of the individual in question, but also the officers, right? I mean, we're in a public health, serious public health situation right now, and any kind of close contact amongst individuals is very, very, very dangerous.
On Monday, the president of the union representing the STM workers involved in the incident said the 2 inspectors were doing their job. The SPVM is currently pressing charges of assault causing bodily harm against a woman after the STM says she bit the inspector several times, causing injuries that required emergency care. On Twitter, Mayor Valérie Plante saying, "These are disturbing images, and an investigation begins today to shed light on what happened." In a statement to City News, a spokesperson for the STM says, "As is often the case with these types of videos, the footage does not depict the events in its entirety and excludes the events that led to the intervention." An internal investigation was launched to analyze all aspects of this incident, particularly the use of force. During interventions such as these, our inspectors apply the model currently used by the majority of police forces in Canada, which stipulates that force applied must be proportional to the degree of resistance and aggression of the individual. In this case, the individual behaved aggressively, resisted actively, and bit our employees hard enough to draw blood, notably refusing to release their bite. Currently, STM officers have the same authority than any regular citizen, but as of July, the 170 inspectors will be granted special constable status. They still won't be armed, but they will be able to arrest anyone suspected of committing a criminal offense and transport them to the police, issue tickets for violating Quebec's highway safety code, as well as have vehicles towed, which some advocates fear will lead to more incidents like these. But this former RCMP officer believes with these additional powers will come additional insight.
Becoming special constable will also come with additional training, additional responsibility, and first and foremost, an outside body to review these kind of situations.
In Montreal, Sacha Obas, City News.